Welcome to Salmon Academy. In this video, we'll walk you through how to calibrate the sensor module on the Glacier MIDI refrigerant gas detector, step by step. Regular calibration and maintenance aren't just about staying compliant with safety standards. They're also essential for protecting people, property, and the environment. At Salmon, we're here to support you every step of the way. If you have any questions about the calibration process or your Glacier MIDI, don't hesitate to contact one of our refrigerant gas detection experts. But for now, let's get started and show you just how quick and easy it is to calibrate our flagship refrigerant gas detector, the Glacier MIDI.
In this step-by-step guide, we will show you how to calibrate the sensor on the Salmon Glacier MIDI refrigerant gas detector. To calibrate the sensor, you will need the Salmon Glacier Service app, which you can download for free for iOS and Android, a calibration kit and a test gas with a known concentration, typically between 50 to 100% of the measuring range of the sensor. Make sure the sensor is warmed up completely. We recommend that the unit has been in operation for a minimum of 24 hours before conducting this procedure to ensure that the sensor is calibrated correctly. Let's have a look at how easily this can be done. First, let's put the unit into service mode to be able to connect to the service app. This is done by using the red magnetic wand that is delivered with your unit. Hold the magnetic wand on the marked spot on the top of the unit for 5 seconds until the green LED light starts flashing. This means the unit is now in service mode and will not trigger any warning or alarm via relays or Modbus. Connect to the app by choosing Technician, then enter the passcode to access the unit. Enter 2222. Choose the gas detector from the list and click the serial number of the Glacier MIDI. The serial number is printed on the sticker of the unit. You are now connected to the Glacier MIDI. Thanks to Salmon's intuitive and streamlined gas grouping system, you can calibrate using fewer gas types, improving efficiency and reducing the need for extensive gas inventory. You can find a list of defined and approved calibration gases in the Glacier MIDI manual or refer to the list currently displayed on screen. In this example, the gas detector is configured to monitor R454A, which belongs to Group 1. R32 shall be used as the calibration gas for this group. To confirm which gas type the Glacier MIDI is configured to detect, navigate to the Parameters menu. Scroll down to Gas Type. You will see that the unit is set to monitor R454A. It is not necessary to change the gas type to match the calibration gas. Simply keep the current setting for the gas the detector is intended to measure. The Glacier MIDI will automatically recognize and adjust for the calibration gas during the process. Click Back. Now you choose Calibration from the footer menu in the app. Before connecting the calibration kit, make sure the sensor is ready and free of gas or other sources of pollution. If a clean environment can't be made, use natural fresh air for zero calibration. Click Fresh Air Calibration at the bottom, then select Next. To perform the calibration, the specific gas indicated as the calibration gas needs to be used. For Group 1, this is R32. Enter the gas cylinder reference, serial number of the reference gas or other relevant information to be shown on the certificate for traceability purposes. Enter the concentration of the gas used for calibration. Click Send to Device to set the gas concentration used for calibration. Before you mount the calibration kit on the sensor, it is important that the filter is moist if you are calibrating a semiconductor sensor. For other sensor types, it is not necessary to moist the filter. Remove the filter by pressing the lever and then detaching the two parts. Immerse the filter in a container filled with tap water for a few seconds. Place it back in the previous position and close the filter. Turn on the regulator, which has a fixed flow of 0.5 liter per minute, and let the gas flow for a few seconds without the calibration adapter connected to the sensor. Now mount the calibration kit onto the sensor module. Screw it on firmly. Let the gas flow over the sensor. Expose the sensor to the gas for about 3 minutes until it stabilizes at the preferred level. The sensor should be exposed to the known gas concentration for a limited time. The recommended time is 3 minutes, maximum 5 minutes. Looking at the sensor value in the app. When the sensor value has stabilized, click Span Calibration in the app to save the calibration. You can now turn off the gas and remove the calibration adapter from the sensor module. Enter the room temperature and relative humidity. These values will be entered on the calibration certificate to indicate the environmental conditions during calibration. It is not necessary to use a calibrated instrument to perform this measurement. An indicative value is sufficient. Verify the summary screen, checking that all the information has been entered correctly before generating the calibration report. Save the calibration report. Use File Manager to save it as a PDF file, or you can share the calibration report via email. Correct completion of the calibration process can be verified by checking that the value of days since last calibration has been updated to 0. Make sure that the sensor value has stabilized at normal levels before disconnecting the app. If the value has not stabilized, there is a risk of setting up an alarm. Finally, make sure the gas detector is no longer in service mode. This is done by holding the magnetic wand on the marked spot on the top of the unit for 5 seconds. When the green LED light is turned on and not flashing any longer, the unit is back in operating mode.
And there you have it. For any further questions, please refer to the product's full and detailed manual or contact us for more support. You have now successfully calibrated the sensor on the Glacier MIDI and ensured it's working properly and safely. With the Glacier MIDI, it has never been easier to calibrate. With our intuitive grouping of gases, you can calibrate any detector with fewer calibration gases. With less calibration gas in stock, this makes it both easier and less expensive to calibrate the Glacier MIDI. At Salomon, we're able to offer very competitive pricing on calibration gas. Reach out to your local distributor or one of our experts to learn more. Scan the QR code on the screen now to learn more. Thank you for watching.